BRUCAST is back, baby.
I honestly believe in the future we're gonna colonize Mars and the whole Earth gonna be one colony, one tribe. We're gonna be one. Like that's the Earth population. I believe that. I root for that. I want this.
Oh, but it needs to be. Our human mind is.
Yeah.
We are social.
We're social creatures,
and with war and with all those things, we can't connect with other people. How can you connect with someone that you have war with? You cannot be social with that.
Can't.
No, humans are social beings.
But we also tribal beings.
True.
That's a problem.
Yeah, but I think maybe it's just a phase. I hope it's just a phase.
I think it is just a phase. Yeah.
Maybe we are just realizing a lot of things, and our body just don't go with it. You know, the evolution is just too slow, and our mind are just too quick. Our memories are, I think, too clear for us.
Too clear? What do you mean?
Well, we have own mind and we have the language. We can see how the world works and make calculation, and with that we can make a better civilization. We can only make a better civilization because of communication, because of social skills, because of trading, because of partnership. Yeah. So I agree. If we go to Mars, for sure, we won't want to do the same mistakes that we make here on Earth.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Would you go to Mars? Right now. Elon Musk or whatever, Jeff Bezos, they finished their whole Mars plan. I don't know if Jeff Bezos is trying to go to Mars. Anyhow, everything's ready. They give you a ticket. You can go to Mars. We're gonna build a colony there. You're gonna have everything you need. You're gonna have like friends. You're gonna have like a gym. You're gonna have like entertainment. It's gonna be like paradise on Earth, but on Mars. Would you go to Mars?
Will they have BRUCAST? I only go if they have BRUCAST.
Of course.
Okay, back to a question. I don't know, man, because the thing to go to Mars is it's gonna be challenging. Yeah.
Mm.
But it's not gonna be challenging like going to find a job. It's gonna be challenge at the point that your life matters. It's just you're just stepping into mine and testing out. So I wouldn't do that.
You wouldn't go to Mars?
No, I think it would be too challenging for me just to go to Mars to adapt. It's kind of like the AI, making a program from the AI. It's really complex. You lose a lot of time, but if you take effort and you do it, you can make a lot of things for other people to use it, right? Yeah. That's with Stable Diffusion. All those apps that they have is because there are a lot of other people training for years with Stable Diffusion and finally making that appearing in the software. So going to Mars will be kind of the same. The first people that are going to Mars, they are not gonna live a good life, let's say, a relaxed life. They are gonna live challenging for in the future that other people can have a relaxed life.
So the first colonizers, they're gonna go there in order to colonize.
Yeah.
They're gonna prepare the terrain for the newcomers, and but let's say all of the steps done. We went through this already. We have everything.
Then I would go.
Would you go?
Yeah. But not to be one of the first to colonize. That I would only if they have everything ready.
Football matches. Cinema.
Of course.
We have whatever.
Without any problem of living.
It's like going to Ibiza.
Yeah, okay, but of course I would. What would be then the problem? Because then it would be any challenge, let's say.
Yeah.
But
it's still going to another planet, man.
But I don't think we will live
long enough
to see people colonizing.
Colonizing.
Yeah, man. That's every time you ask me that question, I'm like, I don't believe it, and then I think for a couple of seconds, it's like it's like I don't believe it, but for another I don't know, another perspective, the things go too fast lately, right?
Yeah.
So I don't know. I think it's more important for now to them to send robots or sonars or anything. But people, it will be a big challenge in oak life of people. They need to change a lot of Mars first, and I think that changing is gonna be remote.
What do you mean?
It's gonna be
Remote.
from Earth. Yeah, it's gonna be from Earth. So it's like we already do for like 20 years. We had the Curiosity tour, right?
Rover?
The rover. Yeah. And also it's always remotely. Yeah. And I think that they can make remotely things from here. They need to create prototypes that can fold and can unfold, and they can send there. And I think they have kind of a lot of prototypes with things that they want to send to Mars to terraform, right? To terraform Mars. So before
No, terraform is the act of making the atmosphere of the planet livable.
Mhm.
So terraforming would be to nuke the polar, I don't know how it's called, polar Arctics or whatever, in order to heat up the planet and make
No.
like oxygen and stuff. I don't think terraforming is the correct word. It's like colonizing. I don't know.
Yeah, but I think that they
Preparing the colony.
yeah, preparing the colony, but that's just, you can't live there right now. You need first to change the environment, and that changing of the environment, it takes, I think, 200 of 300 years.
Yes.
So the question is, will they send people before that happen?
Of course. They want
Do
to
you
send
think
people
so?
in 5-10 years.
But
They want to
what-
send people like right now. Yeah.
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 How do you know how many times we sent something to Mars?
No idea. But so far just rovers. Nothing more.
Because they will only send people if they have a high rate of success. So if they like have 9 of 10 they made it, they can make.
Yeah.
Once doing that, they will try another 10 times, and another 10 times, and another 10 times, until they have a high rate of 10 times, I would say, that only 2 misses, and they need to know what are the problem of that missing thing, or what was the problem. But if they know what the problem, they won't make the mistake anymore. Nowadays it looks that it's really complicated to send something from Earth to somewhere else, but it isn't, because the system of the solar system is really consistent. So the rotation of every planet is really consistent. We can, with just good calculation, be really precisely how we gonna be on Mars. But the second problem is the atmosphere of Mars. Yeah. So if we send something, we need to know how Mars will react, because if we make some things on Earth, we can only try those things with the things that are on Earth. Or the max what you can do is to try to emulate how Mars is. And so that's why I think that's gonna take a long time. They can I don't know. I think it's more, I don't know. I think it's more like a show, I would say.
Like a show.
Like an impulse to already put ideas in the mind of people that people need to go to Mars. So maybe not for us that we are going to Mars, but maybe it's gonna influence the mind of our children, of their children, that they already have the idea that we can possibly go to Mars. So more people it's going to be interested in, and they can have more jobs of people really wanting to go to Mars. So that's why you asked me if I want to go to Mars. Yeah, today I wouldn't go. Yeah, but if it was already good enough and a good place to go, I would go. So that will be maybe, yeah, in 100 years, 200 years, I would say.
So the prospect of being one of the first colonizers is not exciting enough for you to sacrifice your comfort life on Earth in order to be one of the first human beings on Mars?
Actually, no.
Okay. I mean, of course, that's a good answer. There's no right answer, right?
Right.
That's not a right answer.
I think every person is different. There are people that would like to do it. It's like us doing the parachute.
Yeah.
We like to do parachute, but
Not
I know a
everyone,
lot of people that are like, oh no, are you crazy? Are you going to kill yourself?
Yeah.
Not killing yourself. It's just the adrenaline, just because I like it, just
Yeah.
because it's something exciting that doesn't happen a lot, and I only see on movies.
Yeah.
So I think that Mars can be the same thing. We only see on movie, we only have an idea, so that's why we maybe want to do that. But so extreme I can be, because for one moment I can take it, like jumping from an airplane right now. I can take it. But if it's gonna be like every day, jumping off the airplane, maybe I wouldn't do it. Maybe I would. I don't know. It wouldn't be something for me. So going to Mars, to live my whole life there, having the challenges, so it would be like jumping off the parachute every hour.
Every hour, yeah, having like intense challenges, life-threatening challenges, every day, every hour.
Yeah.
Like, but that's the thing. I don't think you're gonna face life-threatening challenges once you arrive there. It's just the travel. Once you get there, you're just gonna work. If you're one of the colonizers, setting up the camp, making sure the farm works, would you consider like?
No, I think to send them, that's gonna be the relaxed part. Being there, I think, is gonna be hard.
Okay.
I think is if you look the colonization, would you say that would be colonization?
The TV show, you mean?
No, colonization of Earth, of the Americas. Okay. Yeah. Would you say that colonization are easier to go with the boat from the Europe to the Americas?
Mm-hmm.
Or is that easier than colonize the whole place? That takes more than 100 years to take? Going there is easy. No, because when you know how to get there, you have the tools to get there, you will get there. It's only a matter of good calculations.
Yeah.
Because otherwise, look, after the Europeans went to Brazil or went to the Americas, the technology what they had, it was the ships. They had big ships that any other colonization back there had. Yeah. They could travel the whole ocean, and that's what we have with going to Mars.
Yeah.
Yeah. So now we are solving the problem of going to Mars. How is the successful rate?
Yeah.
After that is a colonization period, I would say, and I think that's gonna be more difficult, because the same level we had back then we don't have technology back there to make spacecrafts. We only had ships, right? That was the max technology was the ships. We didn't have satellites, we didn't have any planes, it were the ships. And to go to point A to point B, you need to calculate. But you can't calculate the place that you are there. So people that went to Brazil or to America, they saw not a lot of things that they needed to adapt it. They brought disease to the other people, and also the same backwards. And a lot of people died. So if they are going to Mars, I think there will be people that are going to get disease, because you can only know if you are there. You can only know how your body will react if you are there. You can't make any simulation of that. Never.
You kind of do, right? You know the gravity, you know the atmosphere, you know the radiation levels, you know...
Yeah, but in the feeling, how will that impact your your feelings, how you perceive the world that you are doing there, and the gravity and all the challenge that will maybe
How
affect
you will
you.
react, like you mean how your body will react?
Everything, your body, your mind, your thoughts, you know, because we are now here on Earth where every property like the gravity, like the oxygen, everything goes through our bodies, and that influences our brain, which it makes how we think and react to things. So that's what I'm telling, that's gonna be challenging, it's gonna be difficult. The best thing that they can do is to try to make Mars as far as, let's say, most likely possible as Earth to be. You understand? Before they send people there. So that's why I think that the terraformation of Mars is more important to happen first before we send people there. It's gonna be a lot of risk.
But the terraformation would take hundreds of years.
Yeah.
So for hundreds of years.
Yeah, but look out the colonization. Do you think that people that
of Earth?
Yeah, in the Earth, in the colonization of the Europeans, do you think that when the Europeans went to the Americas, they were not trying to colonize? They didn't have a plan to colonize, and how long it would take? It took 200 years to colonize. It happens a lot of suffering with a lot of people that were slaves because they didn't have the technology of the proper weapons or whatever it is, or communication of principles to fight and protect them against the Europeans that had more advanced weapons and more advanced infrastructures. So it's different because back then they didn't have the problem of oxygen. Yeah? If you go to Brazil, you won't suffocate. Yeah. The water is the problem. So that's why the trajectory was the problem back then. To go to Mars is not the trajectory that's the problem. It's being there and how we will react to be there. That's gonna be the problem. A lot of people that sent other peoples to Brazil or to Americas, they could get disease from the indigenous people just because they wanted or needed to colonize. So I think there's gonna be the same with Mars. And Mars much worse because the oxygen there is fucked up. The pressure is fucked up. Yeah. You won't feel, I think you won't feel even human being there because all your perspective of gravity and of motion and of talking, of communication will affect you in every single way, and you can't escape it. You can't just cancel it. Oh, I want to go back to Earth.
Watch full episodes of the BRUCAST on the main YouTube channel, youtube.com/@BrewFrasca.